Right now, someone is saying no to you. And here's what most salespeople do. They panic. They start discounting. They send a follow-up email that never gets read. But what if I told you that objections aren't roadblocks? They're invitations. Today, you're going to learn why the best salespeople actually love objections. And by the end of this, you'll love them too. Let's go. Here's what's happening in your brain when someone objects. Your amygdala lights up like a Christmas tree. It's the same response as physical danger. So you either fight back with more features and benefits, or you flight by giving up too easily. But here's the thing. They're not rejecting you. They're processing. Think about the last big purchase you made. Did you say yes immediately, or did you have questions? Objections mean they're engaged enough to push back. That's actually a good sign. Most salespeople lose deals right here. Someone says it's too expensive, so you start justifying your price. You talk about ROI. You offer a discount, and you watch their eyes glaze over. Why? Because too expensive is almost never about price. It's code. And until you crack that code, you're having the wrong conversation. So, how do you crack it? When you hear an objection, I want you to do something that will feel uncomfortable at first. Stop talking, just for 3 seconds. Let it breathe. This does 2 things. First, it stops you from that panic response we talked about. Second, it creates space. And in that space, something magical happens. They often keep talking. They explain themselves. They give you the real objection. Try this today. Next objection you get. 3 seconds of silence. Just try it. After your pause, you're going to get curious. Not defensive. Curious. When they say it's too expensive, you say, help me understand what you're comparing this to. When they say they need to think about it, you say, of course. Tell me more about what specifically you need to think through. Notice what you're doing here. You're not challenging them. You're not correcting them. You're investigating with them. You're on their side of the table trying to solve this together. Can you feel the difference in energy? Here's your decoder ring. When someone says it's too expensive, they don't see how the value exceeds the cost yet. When they need to think about it, there's something they don't understand, or someone else they need to consult. When it's not the right time, you haven't connected this to their most urgent priority. See how different these are from the surface objection? This is why curiosity is everything. You need to dig 1 layer deeper, always 1 layer deeper. Here's your new script. Ready? I appreciate you being straight with me about the price. Would it be okay if I asked you a couple questions about that? Watch what just happened. You validated them. You didn't dismiss their concern. Then you asked permission. People almost always say yes, and now you're in a conversation, not a confrontation. You're working together to figure out if this makes sense. This one shift will change everything about how objections feel. This is my favorite technique, and it's wildly powerful. When someone says, I don't think my team will use this, you say, that's important. How would you want to solve for adoption to make sure they do use it? Now they're problem-solving with you. They're invested. They're selling themselves. When someone says, I'm worried about implementation, you say, what would a smooth implementation look like for you? And then you listen, really listen, because they're literally telling you how to close the deal. Real talk. Sometimes it's actually not a fit. Sometimes they really don't have the budget. Sometimes the timing is genuinely wrong. And here's what separates pros from amateurs. Pros know when to walk away gracefully. Say this, based on what you're sharing, it sounds like this isn't the right fit right now, and that's completely okay. Then shut up. You know what happens half the time? They backtrack because you took the pressure off. And if they don't, you just earned massive respect. And that person will remember you when things change. So here's what you're going to do today. Next objection you get, I want you to smile. Actually smile. Because you know something other salespeople don't. Objections mean they care enough to engage. Then pause, 3 seconds. Then get curious. Ask 1 question to go deeper. Just 1. That's it. Master this, and you'll never fear objections again. You'll hunt for them, because objections are where deals are actually won. Now go turn those no's into yeses.